Ms. Dola Sen, you have 5 minutes.
We have 40 times 10 minutes.
Another speaker has already spoken about it. Please, now you start.
Five minutes or 10 minutes, sir?
आप शुरू कीजिए.
मोदी है तो मुमकिन है, सब कुछ हो सकता है. Thank you, Chairman, sir, for giving me the chance to speak on budget 22-23. हम तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहते हैं कि बहुत दिन बाद एटलीस्ट 3-4 सेशन के बाद हम सब राज्यसभा से ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर सर को आते हुए, बैठते हुए, बोलते हुए और भाषण देते हुए देखा भी, सुना भी. और अगर यूपी इलेक्शन ना होती, अगर पंजाब इलेक्शन ना होती, अगर गोवा इलेक्शन ना होती, ये संभव नहीं होता. So again, thanking the central government and the treasury bench from core of my heart. Now coming to my first point on budget, unemployment. In 2014, this Modi ji-led BJP government claimed that it would create 2 crore jobs per year for we the people of India. And the Honorable Finance Minister in her budget speech this year said that the government would create 60 lakh jobs over the next 5 years for we the people of India. I want to ask, sir, who is telling the truth, by the way? Instead, in reality, what have we seen? Pandemic से पहले ही हम लोगों ने देखा इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद पहला बार 45 साल में सबसे ज्यादा अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट इन आवर कंट्री. In just 4 years of time, 2016-17 to 2021, and in spite of Modi ji's Make in India policy and call and push, the number of people employed in the manufacturing sector reduced by almost half. In India, 5 million youngsters join the workforce on an average per year. Very unfortunate, but it's the fact that this budget gave no assurance to those youngsters, to the women, to the migrant workers, to the jobless employees, even to the MGNREGA workers of our country. Incidentally, the allocation of MGNREGA fund for this year saw a decrease of 25% from the revised estimate of 21-22 and a decrease of 34% from the actual expenditure of 2021. In this regard, an answer by the minister in Rajya Sabha last week also admitted that even the MGNREGA workers have not been paid rupees 3358 crore in wages. क्या बोला जाएगा सर, जिसको पूरा वर्षों में सिर्फ 100 दिन का काम मिलता, उसको भी इतना वेज बाकी पड़ गए. What a shame, sir, what a shame. Coming to the second point, sir, privatization of profitable government concerns. Honorable Prime Minister is celebrating Amrut Mahotsav for the 75 years of our independence. And what an irony, sir. Modi ji's Make in India has become so virtually. Rail to Rail, Sail to BSNL, ये स्वाधीनता की अमृत महोत्सव की शुभ अवसर पर. Actually, the ruling party and their predecessors were not at all in the independence movement. स्वाधीनता संग्राम में कितने सारे लोग शहीद हुए, कितने सारे लोगों की जिंदगी चले गए, इसके बारे में इन लोगों को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, क्योंकि only 1 or 2 reference we can get from the history of their predecessors' role in pre-independence era. कोई सेल्युलर जेल में गए और 4 बार ब्रिटिश से माफी मांग के बाहर आए, नहीं तो किसी और ने यूथ को इंस्पायर करने के लिए बोले कि ब्रिटिश आर्मी में ज्वाइन कर दिया जाए. So it's obvious that they don't have the respect for our independence, for our independent country, for our nationalism, for our constitution, for our rights, and for our democracy. Another reason is there too. In fact, very unfortunately, this ruling party have won 303 seats in the last Lok Sabha election, and now in Rajya Sabha too, they are majority. So they think and they claim to be the owner of the whole territory, of all the public assets and of all the national assets too. So they started selling these national treasures and assets, considering and assuming that all these are their own private property and they can't do anything. Sorry sir, it's not democracy by the way. ये लोकतंत्र नहीं है, इसको मेजॉरिटी के घमंड बोलते हैं. This policy includes privatization or disinvestment in all the profitable central government organizations such as our National Carrier Air India, National Insurer, Life Insurance and General Insurance Corporation, State-owned Oil Refiner, BPCL, IOCL, Traditional Bengal Chemical, country's lifeline Indian Railways, Port Trust, Hindustan Paper Corporation, FCI, CLW, SAIL, BSNL, CPSE, RINL, Pawan Hans, etc., etc. And there is 100% FDI, foreign direct investment, 100% for the foreigners in coal sector. And even 74% corporatization in defense sector too. Nationalized banks को भी बेचने का इरादा ले लिया इन लोगों ने. They are selling public assets like roads too on long leases to private companies. और सबसे दुर्भाग्य की बात यह है कि there is no clarity on the actual benefit of these proposals. लेकिन हमारी एक क्वेरी है सर, सब कुछ जब प्राइवेट हो रहा है तब सरकार की जरूरत क्या? सरकार को भी प्राइवेट कर दीजिए सर, ये अच्छा रहेगा. Now the 4-year National Asset Monetization Plan proposes to generate and vague rupees 6 lakh crore by selling all the assets and properties of we, the people of India. And what a democratic approach, sir. BJP never mentioned anything about this massive economic overhaul in their election manifesto of 2014 and 2019. If they would have done so and then won the election afterwards, we must think that it's people's mandate. तब ये लोग इस NMP के लिए people's mandate नहीं लिया और उन लोगों से हमको लोकतंत्र की भाषण सुनना पड़ता है. After independence in Congress regime, we have seen the nationalization of bank, coal, insurance, etc. And in BJP regime, specifically Modi ji regime is denationalizing them all. और हमको ये भी मानना पड़ेगा कि ट्रेजरी बेंच स्वदेशी भावना से जागरूक है. हम इकोनॉमिकली बहुत आगे बढ़ रहे हैं सर, in all respect, as announced by our honorable Prime Minister. कैसे सर? There are some examples. The Global Hunger Index put India at a dismal 101 out of 116 countries. Bhutan भी हमसे आगे है. 84% of households in the country saw a fall in income. 4.6 crore Indians fell into extreme poverty. Inequality and poverty leads to the death of 21,000 people each day, irrespective of COVID-19. The food subsidy bill has fallen, a 28% drop, which also includes the public distribution system. The fertilizer subsidy has been cut, a nearly 25% drop in the raised estimate for the financial year. And is this how, sir, the government aims to achieve its goal of doubling farmers' income? With the Sale India policy and amended labor laws, 4 labor codes, workers and employees are going also to the streets to become beggars. इस सब कुछ को हम लोगों को सबका साथ, सबका विकास मानना पड़ेगा सर. Lastly, sir, I will refer some traditional industry of my state of West Bengal, jute industry. Raw jute is a natural fiber. It is biodegradable, it's eco-friendly, environment-friendly. It has enough scope of diversification from carpet to geotextile to strengthen the roads and the river banks. Obviously, it has enormous scope of export, that is foreign currency earning. India is an agrarian country. Jute is an agro-based industry too. And our country is self-sufficient in jute in respect to both agriculture and industry. And in our country of 135 crore population, jute industry is labor-intensive too. Out of our West Bengal's population of 10.5 crore, jute industry contains 2.5 crore population as a whole, including agriculture and industry. But sir, jute industry is in dire crisis now. In 1987, Congress regime has announced Mandatory Packaging Act for jute industry so that 100% food grains and sugar will be packed by jute bags.
अभी wind up कीजिए.
For the sake of 1 minute is 1 minute is left, sir.
Please.
So that 100% food grains of sugar will be packed by jute bags for the sake of health of us, we the people of India, and for the sake of the survival of the industry. The industry now wants the central government to reduce the raw jute price from 7,200 per quintal to rupees 6,500 per quintal at least, so that they can buy the raw jutes to run the industry. The government must help the jute growers too. But in this ongoing season, the jute industry has already suffered a loss of rupees 1,500 crore due to the dilution of 4.81 lakh bales of Hessian bag orders from Food Corporation of India to Jute Corporation of India in favor of plastic materials, unfortunately, for food grain packaging. Sugar packaging has already been reduced to 20% only from 100%. Only central government can save this industry, but this budget is silent regarding these traditional industries' revival. Let me finish my speech, sir, with our Honorable Prime Minister's reference.
Yeah.
उन्होंने कहा
the
इस
next
सदन
speaker.
पर बोले
Dola
हैं
Sen ji.
देश की जनता कुछ नेताओं से आगे चल गए.
Don't worry,
हाँ,
don't worry.
ये
She is
सच है.
capable.
ये हम भी मानते हैं. सर, एक सेकंड सर. क्योंकि if we consider world history, we will see that हिटलरी, तुगलकी, तानाशाही, एंटी-कैंपेन, झूठ, साजिश, डिफॉर्मेशन कभी लास्ट वर्ड नहीं होते. हर टाइम लास्ट वर्ड होते हैं जस्टिस, सच, न्याय और पीपल. वी द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया विल टेल द लास्ट वर्ड सर. जैसे बंगाल में पीपल ने इन लोगों को सबक सिखाए 2021 पे ममता जी को लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री देके, वैसे ही 2024 में देश की जनता भी इसको सबक सिखाएंगे.
Thank you.
थैंक्स सर.
The next